Yo, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at all the new gadgets. There's 10 new gadgets, so it means there's 10 brawlers that have 2 gadgets now. So I'm going to be telling you basically every situation you should be using each of the different gadgets and hopefully giving you an overall best gadget for each of these brawlers that got a new gadget. And before we get into it, you can also get 30% off G Fuel now if you use code Tom. So make sure you're using code Tom on G Fuel if you want to get a nice little discount. And yeah, let's get into the video. Okay then, so starting off with Primo. So for Primo, you have the gadget where you can chuck someone over you, and you also have the meter as well. They're both pretty decent gadgets. I see a lot of people using the meter, but honestly, I feel like the throw gadget is a lot better. I'm sorry, I don't know the actual name of the gadget. All I know is that you can throw someone over you, and it's really good. Because in Brawl Ball, in situations where there's someone in the goal, you know, you've got the ball, you can just chuck the ball at the goal and then lob them over, and I mean it's a goal every time. So that's really helpful in that interaction. Also as well, against Frank as well, when he's about to super, you can actually gadget, and even if the Frank gadgets, it has no effect. So yeah, you can lob him over you, cancel his super, and stay alive this way. Another interaction this helps you as well is BB as well. You can chuck the BB over you and prevent the BB from attacking you, which is really helpful as well. And this is why I think that gadget is a lot better. But yeah, you can definitely use the asteroid one in some cases, but I just think the throw gadget is a lot better. So yeah, I do recommend using this one. Okay then, so jumping into Morris, just quickly, I forgot to mention for Primo that also it really helps if someone in Brawl Ball is trying to walk the ball in. They have a lot of health, and yeah, you can just prevent them scoring by using the gadget as well. So that can be helpful there. So jumping into Morris then, I recommend using the extra dashes, the extra reload speed. I think it's really helpful. Combo spinner, it's not bad, but I feel like this is just much better, allowing you to actually get your super back quicker as well from these extra attacks. Maybe if you got your super from the spin gadget, then maybe it would be better. But yeah, I just think the reload's a lot better as well. Allows you to obviously move a lot quicker as well as attack quicker, because it's the same thing as in Mortis. But I do think it's better. Combo spinner, as I said, not bad, but I do feel like the extra reloads and the quick reload is really helpful. Okay guys, so for Crow then, so obviously you have the slow gadget. So every time you pop the gadget with the slow, it's basically gonna slow anyone that's poisoned down, which just isn't the best star power, to be honest. Even if you slowed someone every single time that you hit someone with Crow's attack, I still don't think this star power would be better. The other gadget, which gives you this, I think it's a 40% shield, is so good, because basically what you can do is you can get your super and then you can synergize it with this gadget, which means that Crow is normally really squishy, only has 3k HP, so you can now use this gadget which gives you 40% shield and actually jump onto someone with your super, and basically you're not going to die. You're going to charge your super back a lot as well, and yeah, this just works really well with Crow. And I feel like even though you have 2 uses, it's still the best star power by far. I don't see the slow star power being good at all, unless, I don't know, I don't really see it being better ever. I can definitely see this this shield gadget being better for pretty much forever, to be honest, because it is just so good, allowing you to go a lot more aggro with Crow, and yeah, you can just get a lot more value from it. So moving on to Dynamite then. So Dynamite's first gadget was actually the fidget spinner. I think it's called that. I don't know if it was a meme in it or if it's actually called that, but it's a spinner and shoots out loads of basically dynamite shots, then do 700 damage, and you're going to get a little bit of extra speed. It's pretty trash. It's not that good at all. The only good thing about it is actually the speed. Say if you're respawning in Siege, you want to get up the map a little bit quicker, maybe you pop this gadget to allow you to move up the map a little bit quicker. But apart from that, it's really not that good. So I definitely recommend using the new gadget. I've probably said the new star power. I've probably called the gadget star power already about 10 times this video, but you know what I mean anyway. If I say star power, I probably mean gadget. So yeah, the best gadget for Dynamite is going to be the stun one. I think it only stuns with actually one of the attacks. I think that's a glitch. I think they'll patch that. But yeah, it's still better even if it only stuns with one of them. It basically allows you to shoot them again and get another hit on the enemy. But you kind of need to be accurate, but I still think this star power, this gadget, is a lot better for Dynamite. Just because, yeah, the stun, so good. As you can see in this clip right here, literally allows me to kill the Shelly just because of that, the stun there. And yeah, it's really good, allowing you to just stun them and pretty much kill them. Yeah, let's jump into the next brawler. Okay, so jumping into Piper then. So I actually did some research here. So I actually know what the gadgets are called. So you have the first gadget, which is called, okay, I don't know what it's called. I've actually forgot what it's called. Sorry about that. No, it's called Auto Aimer. So basically, it's gonna shoot like a little slow shot. And yeah, you can't aim it. Just auto aims as the name says. And it's gonna slow them down and push them back a bit. Really, really strong against tanks. So I recommend if your comp is bad against tanks, then yeah, you can use this auto aimer gadget. It's going to help you maybe a little bit better against tanks. But yeah, if you say have like a spike in your comp, no real need to go for that gadget. You're just going to want to go for homemade recipe. I believe that's what Piper's second star power is called. Basically, it's an auto aim shot again. So yeah, there's like 2 auto aim shots as Piper. I never really realized that. But yeah, all you have to do is click your gadget and then just shoot this gadget in the direction of an enemy, and it's kind of going to curve towards them, and it's really good for finishing people off that are low. And yeah, this star power, or sorry, this gadget is going to be better overall. Okay, then so moving on to Penny. So Penny actually has 2 decent gadgets. The first one is, I mean, it's not that good. I said it was decent, but basically it's gonna blow up your turret and does 1.5k to any enemy standing near it. Also, it's going to destroy walls and stuff like that. It's kind of a bit like counterproductive. You don't want to blow up your turret usually because it's obviously it's very good. So like, why do you want to blow it up and destroy it? It's a bit weird, but you can actually use it with the last blast star power. It's going to be okay. But yeah, overall the best combination is going to be using the balls of fire with the second gadget, which basically gives you this little artillery strike to your position. It's going to fire 5 shots there with the fire as well if you're using the balls of fire star power, which is why I recommend using that star power with this gadget. And yeah, it's really, really good. You can use it to get a lot of value. I don't like the other gadget. I mean, destroying your turret just seems pretty stupid anyway. So yeah, I definitely recommend using this second gadget for Penny. Okay, then so for Bo actually has 2 really, really good gadgets. So the first one is a totem, which is going to give you your super if you stand in the area. Recommend using this gadget in duo showdown and also on the bounty map Snake Prairie. But everywhere else you're going to want to use tripwire. Allows you to actually detonate your mines whenever you want just by pressing the gadget. Super OP, and it's probably one of the best gadgets in the game right now. So definitely make sure to use this gadget everywhere else, as I said. But yeah, this gadget is definitely so good. Basically means they can't activate them because you're gonna like blow them up and stun them basically. So yeah, use the stun mines as well with this gadget because it's a pretty good combination. Okay, then so for Shelly, so you have the clay pigeons one, which is actually a really recent gadget. This one is not that great, and I'd honestly only recommend using this gadget in bounty or probably showdown. But yeah, you shouldn't really be playing Shelly and bounty anyway, so there's not really much need to use this gadget. But yeah, I would recommend using the other gadget, which is like a little dash. I did just look what it's called, but I already forgot. So yeah, it's like a little dash. Means you can get close to your enemies, and like obviously with Shelly, getting close to enemies is really important. So this dash is actually really, really helpful. So yeah, I definitely recommend using the first gadget with Shelly. Okay, then so for Jessie, Jessie has the first gadget, which obviously allows you to slow the enemies in like a radius of where your turret is. And then you have the second gadget, which is basically it speeds Scrappy up for 5 seconds, doubles the like shot rate, and this is so good in heist and seed. So yeah, I definitely recommend using the second gadget because as soon as you get that turret, you can like lob it on the safe or the eye gate, and it's just gonna do a ton of damage. Okay, then so finally finishing off the video with Bali then. So Bali actually has 2 of the best gadgets in the game. So the first one is going to give you this quite big area underneath you where it's going to slow the enemies down. This one, like this gadget, I recommend using against tanks. So if you expect to play a lot of tanks, then definitely use the slow gadget because honestly, Bali is so trash against tanks if you don't have this gadget. But as soon as you get this gadget, you know, Bali can actually deal with tanks pretty well. But saying that, you know, if you have a good comp to do a tank, say if you have a spike in your team, you're not necessarily going to want to use this gadget because you already have like something to do a tank. So I would recommend using the herbal tonic gadget, which is going to give you 4 seconds of healing, like 500 healing a second to 3 of your teammates, which is a ton of healing. So it's really, really good. So yeah, most of the time I would be using this second gadget. But yeah, as I said, if you're facing a lot of tanks and your comp is weak against tanks, then you can definitely swap over to the first gadget. It's going to be able to slow the tanks down and help you take them out a little bit easier. Okay guys, so that is going to be it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If someone could like count up how many times it said star power, put it in the comments. That'd also be good. Leave a like, subscribe, and use code TOM G Fuel 30% off. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.